Hi there, I'm just wanting to do a little talk, and I think I want to start off by talking about spiritual awakening. Everything's a choice, as I've learnt from this awakening. I was saying that a few days ago on a video, and I'll keep on saying it. And it's not easy to take, because we're fed to believe that the separate God will fix it all, that no one can see. That this thing, and people are believing in ideas and things, and I wasn't really like that. And I think maybe that's how it was easy to awaken, because there wasn't so much beliefs hanging me down, you see. Even in school, you know, I was kicked out of school when I was 14, because they couldn't control me. I wouldn't repeat back, you see. So then you're seen as a bad child, or you've got learning difficulties. Which actually, what that means is, it means that you just won't repeat. They can't get you to repeat, so there's a problem. But you've got the problem. And if you look up narcissism, like I have, on the internet, that's what it says about it. It says that that's what narcissists do. They try and make you feel crazy. So moving on, you know, that's what changed when I had this awakening. And when I think of what, you know, this morning before I turned this on, I thought, what am I going to say? Because I don't actually plan what I'm going to say. I just come out with it. Because I want to be as authentic as possible. You know, I want to be, I want to just be straight. I want to be natural. I don't want to be planning anything or anything like that when I'm talking. I just want to come out with it, because that way people can see that you're actually real. You know, nothing's planned or anything like that. And that's the way I like to do things, just natural. And yeah, and that's what it changed for me. You know, when I had the awakening, and it's been relentless ever since. And what happened was, you know, depression, obviously, and that was my choice to go down that road. But it was actually like a miracle, because then from that, when I got to the peak point, I started to look at things differently. So think how bad someone has to feel before they start to look at life differently. Most people are depressed, but they're actually not looking at life differently. They're putting up with it. So something must have happened that bad before you're starting to look at things in a different light. Before you're forced to that point where you're looking at things differently. And that's basically what happened. And I think that's when people start to notice things like duality, non-duality. Why I look at things and notice things. I think it was the negative feelings that pushed me to that. But the astonishing thing is, I created it myself. See, everything's duality, as I've learned, but you're creating it. You know, basically, you know, everything comes from a thought or an action or something, and you're choosing to do it, and then there's a response. But the dual is one, you see. It's almost like feeding off each other. For example, as soon as you have duality, you have awareness. That's what I posted the other day on the internet. I said, God is the birth of duality. That's what it is, really. You know, as soon as you're aware, that's like a God moment. That's it. And see, there isn't really a nothing. There's not really a nothing. See, nothing is actually something that we made up in our heads. But we don't actually know if it's true. There can't truly be nothing. But yeah, like I say, that's just something that humans made up in their heads, an idea that there can be a nothing. That's just in their head they made that up. It's the same with religion. See, what this system does is, they tell you what you are, what to believe in, what's right, what's wrong, and then the people all repeat it. And they don't question it. And they think that this system knows so much about reality, and that you know so little. This is the way that it's run. you know nothing, and that you must repeat after anything the system says, basically. That's basically the way that they run it. The way that they run things. You've just got to repeat after anything System Simon says. That's what the education system is all about. That's why when I was in school, they never learnt things like the stuff I speak about. Because they don't want people to think about that. They want people to repeat their information, but they want you to see reality in a certain light. It's like the Queen or the royals or people with loads of money. They need you to suffer in order for them to have the great outcome that they've got. To have the up, you've got to have a down. To have the down, you've got to have an up. It's always duality. And these people that run the world know about this. And they're using it against you. That's what they're doing. They're using this stuff against you. So they need a reality full of people suffering in order for them to have the light, you see. In order for them to have the good things. Yeah. But people don't think about this. See, the people have got the bad end of the deal, and what the sheep do is they do everything the system wants you to do. The system likes people who repeat back. That's why they give you a degree in college or university. It's a thank you for your stupidity in repeating things without even questioning it. And then you've got a bunch of people running around thinking that they're intelligent. Yet they never work out anything to do with reality. You know, if I talk about the things I talk about, they're like lost. That's how intelligent they are. But they're actually not intelligent, you see. All they're doing is repeating things. That's why you got television and you got game shows about quizzes. And the one that can repeat the best gets the prize. And that's to program you that repeating is the intelligence then. That's what it's all about. It's all poison. That's what, and on television also, they'll always project negativity. Oh, the world is dying. And it's to put fear into you. That's why television is there. It's really a hoax, television. And the hoax is not certain things that are going on in the world. Some of them might be true. I don't know. But but you wouldn't think about it if the television wasn't there. And therefore your energies would be up. And the planet and weather follows your consciousness. Everything's consciousness. And that's how you engineer weather, you see. See, it's not so much that the weather is bad. It's that the weather has been engineered. You engineer the weather by engineering the people's emotions. And you do that by having a reality full of hate and war and destruction. And then they think there's a horror show going on, and then they have horrible emotions, and that determines the weather. And look this up also, if you don't believe me. Everything's energy and consciousness and emotion. Like conscious energy. And it just follows each other. So that's why this awakenings bring us back to a collective consciousness. A oneness. Like when you see a concert. And that's what the system doesn't want. See, the system's walls are caving in, you see. That's what's going on. This is why they're trying to delete free speech. Because they're scared of what's actually happening with this awakening. But they also know that one wrong move, and they won't have any protectors anymore. They won't have anyone on their side. So it's a very delicate time for the system. But anyway, I'm just going to end it there. If you're watching, you're meant to watch it. Only because things are only perfect because you decide it's perfect. Everything's a choice. Thank you much for watching. Thank you.